we're starting our Chiba weekend, and we've been looking forward to this for more than 3 days, unlike Nagoya. We've been looking forward to this for a while. I got a rental, and we're gonna sleep in it. That's always fun. Right now I have to walk to a train station to then walk to a car rental place. They don't really have very many car rental places here in Otsuka, so I'm going to Ikebukuro, which is a bigger station, obviously. The second biggest station, and going to get our new van, which Eric has already named, but I feel like maybe you gotta wait till you meet him. So I don't know what the name's gonna be yet. And I'm heading towards 7-Eleven. I'm going to find us some car snacks, which is important. I think we're gonna meet a bit of traffic today since it's Golden Week, and I think we've explained Golden Week before. There are many major national holidays that happen in a row. So I think Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are all national holidays. And since I am not a teacher anymore, those are the only days I get off. Teachers normally get the entire week off. So I've got to make the most of this, and I definitely will. I was talking to Eric a little while ago, and as I just said, you should probably meet the car before and name the car after you meet it, but Eric's chosen his name that he thinks, and I actually stumbled upon something that we had chatted about before, and that was getting a drink from Coca-Cola. They've been putting names on the drinks, and I don't really know why. So, as you can see, this one says Otsuka. I don't really know if that's a name, but this one says Makoto. So I'm pretty sure that's a name. So I'm just gonna reach in. And maybe if the name's good enough, Eric could veto this. But Yamada would be the name of the car. Could be a good one. I can't show you the outside of the car at the moment because I'm inside the car and I'm kind of in the middle of the garage. There's nobody behind me, so it's okay. But I'm really excited. And I'm on like, how do you explain this? It's excitement and anxiousness all at the same time because I had to go through all this Japanese stuff where I just say, wakarimashita. Ah, wakarimashita, until they give me a car. And then they gave me a car. And then the guy was trying to explain the handbrake. They don't have a handbrake, they have a foot brake. And I went to go and turn off the foot brake and I pressed really hard on the gas. And the van goes, and I'm sure that that guy was like, I can't believe we're giving her a car. She's gonna kill herself. But thus far I've made it down. I was on the 9th floor. I got 7 more floors to go before I get out of this garage. Let's see if I can do it. Alright, so I already got lost. I've been in the car for 10 minutes and I got lost in Ikebukuro. I've refigured out where I'm going, and I've confirmed that the destination on the map, sorry if the aircon was blowing into the microphone there, but I've confirmed by looking at the map that I'm going to the right place. So hopefully I can get home now. But yeah, for a second there, I didn't know what was going on. There's the sky tree! I can see the sky tree from the car, and the reason that I got lost is because even though like I asked the guy, could you change everything to English? I think he did change everything to English, except for the written part. So all the stuff I was writing in was in Japanese, and yeah, I just chose the wrong location. But she talks in English, so it's a bit confusing.
Please turn right.
Oh.
400 meters.
We're gonna turn right in 400 meters, but everything on the screen is in Japanese. We're in Chiba. We just saw the sign, just passed, did a high five, and Chiba looks pretty much exactly the same as Tokyo, except the chickens eat their little ones. Were you able to see that at all? In Japanese tradition, we've hit traffic. Yeah, today's a very popular day to be out and about, so yeah, I wasn't expecting not to hit traffic, just kind of hoping. Eric is officially out of his mind, and I think that the floppy bacon, he's full on Japanese now. Like, the floppy bacon, no.
I get down on
Oh,
some floppy
God.
bacon, man.
No.
Look at this. Look at what I got. So we stopped at Family Mart, and I got some floppy bacon pasta. So
That is gross.
come on, this looks great. This looks
That
great.
does not look great.
Look at this bacon. It's perfect, nice and floppy. It's exactly how it should be. It's exactly how it should be. It's think of it as ham. It's ham, not bacon. Mmm. Yeah, I mean it's a ham. It's not bacon. It's a bacon.
Were you eating ham pasta at any other point in your life?
Is ham pasta weird?
I think it's weird.
Is it weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we stopped at Family Mart just to get something quick, like a convenience store. And then, you know, I picked up the floppy bacon pasta, and it's like an oil sauce or something. And it's got these little red pepper things on it that I like. Like, I don't know what it's called. It's pasta, you know, red pepper thingies. It's pretty good. I don't know what this is, though.
Garlic.
This bit? Is it garlic?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely smell it. Oh, ooh, that's garlic. And then I also got a little sack of pumpkin, pumpkin sack, and it's like it's like, think of like a potato salad, but instead of potatoes, they use pumpkins, and these things are actually really good. Mmm, that's amazing.
I'm trying to get in on that.
Yeah.
That's too much.
This is difficult.
Okay. That kind of worked out.
Is it good? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good. I get down on some pumpkin. Did you get anything interesting, or did you just get sandwiches?
I just got sandwiches, so I'm not even going to bother. One's tuna, one's egg. Onward. We've made our way to a place that we don't really like too much, and we've mentioned in a few other videos, but I'll get to that in a second. We headed out of Tokyo, which seemed like it took an eternity. Tokyo is so big. Absolutely so big. But that finally broke, and we saw some of the burbs, and we saw a little bit of the countryside and some rice fields, which was surprising. I didn't think we'd be getting to rice fields in the area that we went through, because it's really not that far from Tokyo. But anyways, we've made it to Narita. And we pretty much don't like Narita because that's where the airport is. And getting to the airport's just a headache, and you gotta sit on these really hot seats on the train that they burn your butt. Like, I literally have folded over coats and sat on the folded over coats because I'm pretty sure you get burnt. I mean, it hurts. So anyways, we're in Narita, and we've come to Narita-san Temple. And I was kind of iffy on coming here because I didn't really understand the temple so much. They say it's a power spot, so we're gonna power ourselves up for our Chiba trip. And we've been in the temple grounds for about 2 minutes, and we've run into this beautiful lavender terrace here, and smell-o-vision needs to be a thing, because this is a smell I'm engulfed in lavender. It's really nice. Relax. We made it. So far on the grounds, we've encountered a gorgeous pond with some of the prettiest koi that I've ever seen. I almost called them cod, but they're koi fish. Oh, and what's really cool about that is that it's almost a koinoburi. I'm not really sure what all that means, but people have been hanging their koinoburis outside, which is like a little fish that represents the family and stuff, and yeah, now the kois are here.
It smells like a Yankee Candle up in here, like a hardcore.
Yeah.
Those lavenders are like, it's like just being like in the store, you know?
Do you ever pick the lavender smell?
No.
I always give up on it because I'm like, that's just generic.
Yeah, I wouldn't get the lavender smell, but it's amazing in real flower form.
I have a feeling that when we're not here, I'm gonna be going and getting that lavender smell.
And look at this big stone, like, I know this is like this Asian thing, and I know I live in Asia and everything, but I don't know what that is, but it's at temples all the time. It's quite large. Usually they're not this big. Like, that's a pretty big stone thing.
Eric told me I'm not allowed to climb on it. Sometimes I gotta not trust my instinct, and my instinct was, oh, it's just a temple. But as you can see behind me, Oh my gosh, it's stunning. We both just said out loud, I'm impressed. This is Heiwa Daito, and it's just one part of this temple structure. Like, we almost walked past it. You couldn't see it through the trees, which is amazing. Welcome to nature, goodbye Tokyo, which that's really cool. But we almost missed something important, nature. So this is just one part. There's like 8 different places that our trusty book, recommends us going to see. And I'm glad I stopped and was like, oh, we're passing one right now. I also want to show you that this is what I've done to my book. Gotta be organized, or you will not see amazing stuff like this. Yeah.
This little compound is pretty nice. It's really peaceful feeling. Like, it doesn't seem overtly touristed, or at least it's not right now. But it's Saturday or something, so you would think there would be a lot of tourists, but there's not. It doesn't seem so bad. But a lot of the temples, they all feel a lot different from one another, and they're sitting right next to each other. So like, some of them are really colorful, or they have like a lot of gold and stuff. And some of them look like traditional wooden shrines that you would see like in a Japanese town or something. And then some of them look like this, and I've never seen anything that looks like this one before.
Go into the chapel and we're going to pray. That's what it feels like. I feel like, are we getting married? Okay, instead of tying the knot, you ring the bell. You gotta ring it with me though.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That was really noisy.
Consummated. Eric was just mentioning that there's a lot of variety of the buildings that are here at the Narita-san temple. And one of the things that's kind of striking to me is when you look at this building over here to my right, this was built in 1968, and then you have this building over here that was it was built in 2007. So there's like modern meets ancient, and
Hold on a second here.
that's
1968 is ancient?
well, I mean, it looks ancient for real.
What? Ancient?
Look, if you were born before 1985, when I was born, that's pretty ancient.
Inside of this cauldron, they burn incense, and it is like for cleansing yourself before you go up into a temple or into a shrine. And I kind of like the smell now.
Oh yeah, the smell is really nice. And since this is supposed to be a power spot, I'm pretty sure that's how you get the power. So now I can take you down.
The statue is amazing. It's like a dragon on a sword wrapped around it, then like looking like it's gonna jam it down its throat. Whoa. This is pretty cool. There's this little pond, and there's this giant turtle, and then on the giant turtle, there's a bunch of little turtles.
And then around the turtle, there's a bunch of more turtles. You sure you're gonna fit?
I don't think so. Let's give it a go. It's not gonna work.
How low can you go? All right, a couple of things about the van. Number one, when we came into this town to go see this temple.
Hold on a second, you got like a bug, yo. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Looking better. When we came into this town, there's just a barrage of parking centers because there's no parking area for the temple itself. To the point that like this guy he didn't jump out, but he got out in the middle of the road and ushered my car out of the street where I was just driving straight. And it was really awkward not to turn, and he was in the middle of the road, and it was just like, okay, so we turned and he was like, that's gonna be 800 yen. For what? Like, I didn't even know what you were doing at first, but he has like parking in the area. So we were like, we're not gonna park here, and we left. So we kind of circled around the temple, and we found this big parking lot with no one attending it at all, and we parked here, and nobody's asking us for money, so we're pretty sure we found the Oji-san old man loophole for the temple. And on the note of the van, yeah, I liked the Coke idea, and Yamada would have been cool, and Eric was shooting for Cube as the name of the van. But we've taken the Coca-Cola idea a step farther, and I was like, are they doing this name thing in America? And Eric was like, I think they're doing it worldwide, and I was like, you pick up one and it just says Tiffany? So, meet Tiffany. That was the mental Coke that I pulled out of the, I guess it's just, is Tiffany an American name or is it like an English name? Which word should...
That's pretty American.
Yeah. Oh, there's another Tiffany! I guess we're driving a Suzuki. Suzuki Every is what we're driving. That's Tiffany's heritage. And I noticed on the back of the key there's only one button. So I thought that's the panic button. Like it's gonna make the horn go off or help you find the car or alert people that you're in distress. It just unlocks the car. I don't know if it locks it. I haven't tried that yet. We'll try it. And it locks it. So lock or unlock. No panic button.
You're in Japan. What's the panic about?
Yeah. Can't find the car. So many cars.
So many Tiffany's.
Yeah. It's nice to be in a place where you're not going to get murdered.
The little park or garden or temple area or whatever it is, kind of all of those. It's like a temple and a shrine and a park and a garden and a pond and everything. It was really, really nice actually. So if you're ever in Narita and like you've only got a little bit of time, maybe like a layover at the airport that might be long enough to go through customs and everything, like you should stop by. It was really pleasant. Highly recommended. I mentioned earlier that Narita is where the big international airport is in Tokyo. There's a really cool little park that overlooks the airport where the airplane's taking off. And there's lots of people like chilling there and you can watch all the airplanes take off and you can hear them. And right now, I don't know if it's picking up, it's like thunder like in your body from the airplane taking off. It's pretty cool. And I don't know, there's something nice about it. But I would like to be like underneath the airplanes. This isn't where they're landing, like you're behind them. It would be really cool to like watch them go up over you like Wayne's World style. That would be amazing. We did do that one time when we were in Malaysia though. I remember we were laying on the ground and watching these airplanes take off when we were on this little island. That was pretty rad. But I would like to
laid on a dead bird.
Yeah, you did. You laid on a dead bird that day, didn't you?
I did. I picked these up because I thought they were just like thick bread, but then I actually read the label and it says Ika fry, which means like fried squid, and I didn't put them back because I'm a squid fan now. I'm a fan, man. And this just smells like tempura squid, which is amazing, by the way. Nice and crunchy. It definitely has a this came from the sea taste, but it's got a little bit of a interesting kick at the end, and I really like it. I think it's got little pieces of nori, maybe, but maybe that's not nori. Maybe it's not seaweed. I don't know. But it's tasty. Do you want to try it?
No, thank you.
Darn. Next is octopus.
It's about 7:30 or something, and we are not in a big city anymore out in Chiba, and all of the little towns like close down when the sun goes down, and there's not much open anymore. So this is a good sign. This means an order's arrived.
He's waiting for the boat.
Yeah, so
come on, boat. I see the boat.
And because it played this music, I know that my order has arrived. Anyway, so we've come to a turntable.
Kaiten sushi.
Yeah, kaiten sushi. What is it called in English?
Conveyor belt sushi.
Conveyor belt sushi place. And I've got a big pile of stuff right now. And some of it's interesting, some of it's not. So this is just tuna. You know, whatever, tuna is tuna, but I love it. But this is aburi cheese ebi. So they put like, seriously, like cheese onto the sushi, and it looks like the kind of cheese you would get in like a spray can or something. Katie is getting the order as well.
Yeah, that's why the video was not so good there.
Yeah, so they put cheese on here and then they hit it with like a blowtorch. Why is there cheese on it? It's good. It's really good. It shouldn't be good, but it's really good. And we also got a similar dish that has cheese, and this is egg. So I may as well jump in. I'm a little bummed that it's got seaweed on it. That doesn't seem like a big
You can take it off of yours and put it on mine.
I want to go with what the chef recommends. It's important to try that. It's good. It's good. I got no problems with this. So I mean, for like a chain sushi place with like really cheap sushi, I think these are like 100 yen a piece or something. I don't know, maybe a little more this plate. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Katie got wasabi
Eggplant and aburi grilled or blow-torched saba, which is mackerel.
I'm getting an order. It's the wasabi nasu that Katie had ordered. I got one as well because they got a good review.
You can't make a video while this is happening.
Yeah, this is really complex. Okay, I actually had 2 orders coming in at the same time, so that was really dangerous. So I got the eggplant wasabi, and Katie said that was the bomb, so I went ahead and ordered it. But I got 2 things that are kind of unorthodox that people normally wouldn't think of are sushi. This is roast beef with garlic sauce on it, and this is duck. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah. It's duck with mayonnaise
somewhere
and,
underneath all of
onions.
that onion.
Yeah, it's duck. And I've had duck sushi in the past, and when I had it in the past, it was served with spicy mustard, and it was really good. So I don't know, this might not be quite as good with the mayonnaise, but let's give it a shot.
Finally! It took like ages to cut some maguro. Wow. How did the duck go?
The duck is good. It's kind of peppery. You could use less mayonnaise. The mayonnaise was a bit overwhelming.
I would like to try that one.
So I'll give you this plate, you can give it a go, and let me give this a shot too. So this was the roast beef with garlic sauce on it.
It looks pretty good. Just because it's roast beef.
Pretty good for 100 yen plate of sushi. It's pretty good. Can you get this in the States? Can you get roast beef sushi?
Can you call that sushi?
It's on rice. I mean, it counts, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not incredible.
I'm gonna put a lot of
pretty
things
good.
on rice and just call them sushi. I'm gonna put turds on rice and I'm just gonna call it sushi and I'm gonna give it to you.
You slam some wasabi on there, man. I'll take a hit. They asked me if I wanted wasabi on the duck and then with the garlic sauce on the roast beef, and I was like, I don't think that makes sense. So I ordered it without it, but I mean, maybe I'll give it a go sometime. There's some cheeseburger sushi.
So traditional.
It's so traditional. I'm just getting all the meat. They have a lot of it on their menu, so I figured, what the hell. This is kind of hard to pick up. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna put this whole thing in my mouth, yeah?
What are you talking about? That's like half an Eric bite.
It's like meatloaf. Meatloaf sushi. This one's probably the worst.
When you eat, you get a little dimple here. I've never noticed it before.
A sushi dimple.
You have a sushi dimple.
Yeah, this is probably the worst one I've had. It's just...
That duck was good, man.
Yeah,
Nothing's living up to the duck.
Was on point, but okay. Also, we got some mochi, and it is brown sugar, and it has honey on it. And it comes in these little balls, and it squiggles around.
Jiggly balls.
Yeah, little jiggly balls. It's a really dark honey. The honey is... I don't know. The honey is very... Man.
Here,
It's like
you need help describing.
a little bit.
Can I get one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really improper to do that.
It's all good. I'll put it on your plate.
All right. Okay. So I got the jiggles.
Something there is like attacking my nose. I think it's kind of bad.
It is kind of bad. I would say that it tastes like you're at a 100 yen sushi shop getting mochi. It's not a good idea.
I don't know if the last 2 dishes were a disaster.
You know what's gonna save the day? Natto.
She's a monster. Okay, I made a mistake. I said this was brown sugar on here, which I just looked at it and my brain went brown sugar. It's totally not. This is honey, so this is sweet, but it's like some sort of black honey, it says. And I'm not sure what to turn that into English, but so some black honey. And then the powder on here, the stuff that looks like brown sugar but isn't, is called kinako. And it is a soybean powder or something. And we've had it on other treats in the past.
Oh, we called them wood chips. That's what we called this stuff
we
in.
called them wood chips. We totally couldn't remember what it was called, so we had to ask the waitress, and she was just like, okay. Anyway, so I think the reason I don't like it is because the flavor of the kinako. Katie says she didn't like it because the mochi is just like jelly, because it kind of is. It should be a little more like full, and it's just kind of
thicker,
yeah,
firmer. You need it to be firm.
It needs to be firm. Yeah, and this is just too marshmallowy or something. Yeah, it's not very good. I'm gonna finish it.
Piggy.
We have driven for a while, and it's like 9:30 now, and we drove like kind of way out into the country towards the coast through all these really foggy roads, and kind of got a little spooky. We went over this hill, and like all the town is kind of closed down, and as we came around the corner at the very end of the road, we came across this big lighthouse, which was the reason that we came out here. And the lighthouse looks really cool, like in the fog and everything. And the ocean is like very, very near. Like we can smell the ocean very strong. And it's like, I mean, like if you walked for 1 minute, you'd be at the water. But we can't see it at all because one, it's dark, and two, it's really, really foggy. So it's gonna be cool to sleep here tonight in the van, and then in the morning wake up and see what the world around us looks like. I'm kind of excited to see that. I'm in bed. Katie's doing research for tomorrow. This is great.
What are you doing?
Well, it's the morning and I'm getting my hair did. So I'm getting some of the moisture off of the windows and trying to fix my hair. It's kind of just a lost cause, I think. So the key is to take your head and put it on the window. Yeah. Like this. For the moisture. And then push it down. How's it going? Is it working at all? I look good, man. Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Ow!
I just can't.
I don't know how my hair looks.
Can't fix this bit. Why don't you show the
mess
sleeping.
we've made?
This is Tiffany's innards, and this is where we spent the night. And it was okay. It wasn't great.
It was not a good night. I think that we found a good lean with the head of the front of the car.
No, it's
but
a killer
I also
slant.
think it's tilted to this side. And for some reason, when you're not flat this way or that way, it just throws off your whole life. Man, I was not happy. And
But you gotta have you're right. The lean, like the this way lean with your head up here and your feet down here, is important, because if it's like the other direction, you're doomed.
You're doomed. But I didn't.
So
realize
we call that a
killer slant.
killer slant.
A
You gotta be
killer
like a killer slant. If anybody knows why we call it a killer slant, you guys are geniuses.
And I guess the pitch. I'm gonna call this the pitch.
Is that
pitch
roll?
Has to be
Roll?
something like that. It's got to be proper, and it wasn't proper. But I was too lazy to move the van somewhere else, and you're already asleep, so I'm hoping that tomorrow night is better.
And it's still foggy here, and we were having a discussion. At what altitude does fog become cloud? Because right now, like, right on the ground isn't foggy, but maybe like 10 feet up is foggy. So is that fog, or is that just cloud? Like, we're not really sure. And for breakfast, we have dobutsu biscuito. And that's like basically animal crackers. So what did you get?
I'm gonna get better than you.
Go in there and see what you got.
Well, that one's broken in half. I don't want half an animal. Okay, I got mine.
Alright. I will dig. I think this one's no, it's a broken one. I couldn't tell. Cheating. Come on now. Alright, what do you got? 3, 2, 1.
Nickel.
I got a whale.
Okay, you win. Nickel's kind of boring. Although.
Let me see your Nico. That's not bad. Does he have lips?
Yeah, what's up with your lips? So it's just occurred to me as an adult that lighthouses aren't on during the day. I'm very smart.
It's kind of cool that we came last night then.
Yeah, we would have totally missed seeing the like, beams of light going everywhere. And the fog too. Fog was pretty cool.
The fog is gone, by the way, for the most part. And now we can see the ocean.
So I'm poking stuff with a car key. Yeah.
What is it?
I don't want to do it.
I told you he wouldn't like that.
He's alive.
Don't hurt him. What are you doing, man? Leave him be. He's not poking you with no car key.
Yeah, true.
Here, give me the car key.
No.
Watch this, watch. How do you like it?
You did it. Say goodbye to the ocean. And hello to creepy little tunnel. All right.
Tunnel, like they were like, this needs to happen. It's not big enough, and it gets lower as we go. But they put padding on here, like they prepared for me.
Good. Even I feel like I should be ducking. I think there's a dinosaur on the other side of this. I told you there was going to be a dinosaur.
So, like, you look at the look on his face too. He's just like, "What'd you say?" Like, he's not happy about whatever just happened.
The aquarium's closed today?
Yeah, so there's an aquarium like kind of over here, I think, and then this is like a souvenir shop and like restaurants and probably bad food. And like, what's with aquariums? Katie mentioned this. What's with aquariums always having weird shit? Like, what's this got to do with an aquarium? Look, it's a dinosaur. It's not a fish, is it?
Can he swim?
Maybe. It's weird. Doesn't make any sense. This is not a good name for a car. We were right in the neighborhood, so we thought we would cross over this bridge and go to Ibaraki. Are you excited?
Yes, I'm really excited because Ibaraki sounds really cool. It sounds like a Street Fighter name.
It does.
Like, it really does to me. And I mean, Chiba's really cool too. And this bridge is pretty nice. Oh, there's a wind turbine. Wow, this is great. All right, we're going on the Choshi Dentetsu. I did it. It's a small line, it's only a 1-car train, and it's cute, and it's gonna take us through a little forest. And we got a ticket, and usually like the tickets are just like a little piece of paper. This is like cardboard. This is the official ticket. Like, you got to have the official ticket, and I think I hear him coming. I think he's gonna be coming from that way?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. And so we've come to this little station, Canon Station, to catch the train. We've come to Moto Choshi Station. It is bumping. Oh goodness. There's nothing going on here. Absolutely nothing. There's not even like an attendant at all.
There's barely a building.
There's no one here. So you need a ticket. You ain't getting a ticket. Yeah. And pretty much everything I just said about that train ended up being different. It was 2 cars and it was green. But the picture that we have in our book shows a 1-car red train, so cute. The little green guy was cute, but I was just like, this is different. But yeah. So we've gone 1 stop, And now I think we're just gonna walk back. That's what you gotta do. Our van, when you have a van, that's what you gotta do.
It was cool though, like the little train, because it went through this little forest and it had this really cool, like kind of like a canopy thing going over it. And these people were taking pictures of the train from the side, and the guy was like ringing or blowing the whistle at them, or bell or whatever it was. I don't remember right now. It made noise. The train made noise at the people to like, cause they kind of were in front of the train, and he was like, "You guy gets out of the way." And the dude like has like old school like controls and stuff like on this thing. Like, I don't know. It's a pretty cool little train. We looked at the schedule. It's pretty infrequent that the train comes, and I think it's because there's only one set of tracks. So the train can't pass itself if it's going both directions. I mean, I'm sure there's like certain areas where it's timed out and everything, but yeah, that can be limiting on how frequently a train can arrive. So it took about 5 minutes to walk back to Kanen-eki, and it's a cool little looking station. It looks like a castle a bit, and I don't know. It's just you don't see something like this in Japan so often. And inside is a little taiyaki shop, and the taiyaki shop has been open since 1976. And it's kind of famous. It's like in our magazine. And when we were walking up here originally this morning, the first time when we got on the train, a lady came up to us and was like, the taiyaki here is good, you should eat it. We're like, okay. So that's like two glowing reviews. So we went ahead and we got it. And here is mine. And again, we've talked about this recently, but if you may miss that, it looks like a fish, but doesn't taste like fish. So mine is like, it's kind of like a waffle batter in a way. And they make them in these big like iron like
griddles, like
griddles.
A big griddle,
yeah,
that has it's pre-molded griddle.
Yeah, pre-molded fish griddles.
Fish griddles.
Griddle, is that the right word? It sounds
hot
strange.
plate.
Hot plate. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, inside of this is like a bean paste, and this one is supposed to be sakura, so like cherry blossom.
Is it pink?
My God, it is good.
All right, I'm gonna
Like
try that.
There's like a cinnamon thing going on.
What? There's cinnamon? Oh no, maybe I made the wrong choice.
This might be the best taiyaki I've ever had.
Okay, can I try mine?
It's really good. And what flavor did you get? You got...
I got sweet potato. You gotta kiss the fish.
Fish kisser. They're really thick too.
Really thick, and they're really fresh. Like, they just opened. This is the first of the day, the best of the day.
Is it good?
Yeah, the sweet potato is really great.
Get some of this guy.
That's way better.
Yeah. This is on point.
Yeah, it does have a little cinnamony thing going on.
Yeah.
I didn't make a bad choice, but that's definitely better. Breakfast. Normally when we go on road trips, we lack a place to take a shower. That's our problem. And currently, I looked up some stuff on the internet, and I found this thing called auto camping. And that's where people go to kind of like a campground, and they park their car and they may set up a tent, or they may actually
Turn left.
sleep in their car like we do. And they stay overnight and they have the opportunity to take a shower. Well, I figured they have a shower. They're probably more than likely going to allow me to pay for a shower. Well, it turns out they wouldn't let us pay for a shower. So, yeah, we're gonna spend the rest of the day not so clean. But I found other auto camping places, so we're gonna try another one later and see if we can take a shower there. But I was so excited about this situation of being able to shower while not paying for hotels. If this is doable, it's incredible. But so far, it's not doable. Got the voice to back it up.
So they've got these places in Japan called Michi no Eki, and they are basically rest stops. But usually like it sells like lots of souvenirs and things like that at some of them, and that's what this one ended up being. And the reason that we came here is because our book had mentioned a Saba mackerel like dish that Katie wanted to try. But then there was a huge line at the restaurant, and she asked if they had it, and they were like, we don't have it today, and yada yada yada. And the other reason that we came in this direction is because sometimes I've heard these places actually have showers, but I'm not 100% sure on that. That's just an assumption, or a friend of mine mentioned to me. So like maybe some of them do, but those might be off the highway or something. But anyways, they're having like a festival here now, and there's a bunch of old people watching this young guy sing all of these old people songs, and like there's lots of like little booths set up, and they're selling food, and there's an ice cream place, and there's a guy here, and we didn't get any footage of the guy because kind of weird, but he was clearly not right exactly, and he had like 5 I've never seen anything like this. He's like an older dude, and if you walk past you, you just be like, okay, a dude. Like, it didn't look weird at all, except he was holding 5 ice cream cones, and they were all dripping, like, all over his hands, and it was, like, all over his face. He was, like, eating off of all of them, like, randomly, and, like...
Yeah, because we sat there, and I was like, so how can we tell if this guy's just waiting for his grandkids, and they never, like, showed up? They just took forever or were doing whatever they were doing. I was like, the way you tell is if he licks other cones. That's how you tell. And he did. And he did.
Like, and he was just... There was ice cream all over his hands and dripping all over the ground. And then, like, time went by, and I noticed he moved seats. And then, like, I was like, where'd he go? And Katie was like, follow the trail of ice cream on the ground. And we followed the trail of ice cream. And there he was. He had moved. And then I saw him later, and he was down to 2 ice cream cones. And he gave one to a stranger. And then the stranger kind of, like, reluctantly started eating it. It was so weird. Anyways, so we got some snacks as well.
And yeah, that's not the only strange thing that happened. So I saw this product, and it looked like this. This is it. This glob. And I was like, okay, it looks interesting, looks a little bit scary. I came here to eat something scary, so I wanted to get something that was not normal. And so I went up to the guy with my 150 yen, and I told him, could I have that one? And he said no. And I said, can you eat it? And he was like, no, it doesn't taste good. Have this one. And I was like, but I want that one. And then Eric came up, and I explained all of this to him, and Eric asked the guy some more questions, and the guy was like, I recommend the other one. And I was like, I'm gonna get this one. And he said that it did not taste good.
Yeah, he said it was not good. You've gone against the recommendation.
It's really, really heavy. Feel how heavy this is.
Yeah,
it's abnormally heavy.
It's like a planet.
It's good.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how good the one he recommended was.
I think the reason that he was saying not to eat this was because you should be putting soy sauce on it.
Yeah, he did. He said something about soy sauce.
But I mean, it's basically a deep fried tofu ball with fruit, or not fruit, with little veggies in it. And I'll survive without some fixins.
Yeah.
I love this taste.
Okay. And I got, there's like a Indian like type of food there, and I got something called a chicken naan roll. And they've taken like spicy Indian style chicken and put it inside of like a naan, kind of like a burrito bowl type thing I got going on here. And yeah, this looks pretty nice. Katie said the chicken was spicy. We're out in farm country, and in farm country you go strawberry picking. And this is my first time to do this, even though like fruit picking is really, really popular in Japan. I mean, you could pick fruit for any type of fruit once it's in season. I actually wanted to do something other than strawberry, but strawberry is kind of the thing right now. And we're on the end of the season, so I'm hoping that out here in this field we'll find some really good strawberries. Everybody seems pretty pleased and happy, so I think that there's good strawberries still out there. Usually you're only supposed to get 40 minutes for the money that you pay, but we've got unlimited time today for some strange reason. I think it's because it's near the end of the season. They're just like, give them all the time they can. Costs us about 1,100 each yen, not dollars. Yeah, some expensive strawberries. They're expensive here, but not that expensive. They've also given us this little plastic cup, and this is actually like condensed milk, and it came in like a coffee creamer like this. And I thought that was really cool. Maybe that's just really lame of me. And I saw that a guy hadn't used his.
I'm gonna lick the inside of that cup.
Wrangled up my first strawberry. Katie's got a strawberry. Gonna give it a dip.
Get some milk.
You got give it a tap again. You got
Straw pie.
straw pie.
I've never had them this fresh. It's amazing. Unlimited time. Let's go.
Man, this is a plump strawberry, son.
Look at the color. You don't need no milk. Alright, as our plate shows, we're getting pretty good at this. Basically all you have to do is just walk down one of these rows and there are tons and tons of ripe strawberries. It's getting to the point where I'm like, dude, you gotta find like the best strawberry. So you come down, and I didn't know that strawberries have flowers. That's a strawberry flower. It's pretty cute. But all the strawberries are down in here. Some are in this like little scary area. Oh my god. I really thought it was blood.
It is. It's strawberry blood.
Strawberry blood. There's a big guy in there and I went to go get him, but he's squishy on the other side. You don't want that one. You leave that there for the next girl who's gonna scream when she touches it. Yeah, so you pick one. And none of these have looked really good since the camera's been rolling. Oh, yeah, this guy, I feel bad for this guy. He had his time. These look pretty good. Here we go.
Sometimes you gotta go with a little one.
Gotta go with the little one. He's kind of pinkish in some areas. Oh yeah, that's good. And you get it, and then you put your trash in your plate, and
You get another one.
you get another one. I'm pretty sure we could go and ask for more milk. Yeah. Shit just got real, people. I thought it was all the same kind of strawberries. It's not the same kind of strawberries.
Oh, hold on. I thought all strawberries were the same kind of strawberries. I didn't know there were different kinds. Apparently there are.
Wow. So we went down this one row and I ate a bunch of, I think it's akahime. A-K-H-I-M-E. Spelling on video is not a good idea. Anyways, there's other ones like the kaori no.
Kaori.
And it tells us if it's sour, and this one's a little sour, and the body is a little bit hard. The ones that we just ate were a little bit soft and not sour. And I kind of like a hard strawberry. So we're going into Hard Town. I go hard. So we asked the guy that worked here, who actually looks like one of my favorite Japanese bands, which is called Dick Curve. You should probably listen to them because they're pretty good.
Well, he looked like the singer from that
He
band,
looks
not
like
the whole
singer.
band.
Yeah, he doesn't look like the whole band. That would be really weird. Yeah, but he looks like the singer to that band. And we went up and asked him, like, what do you recommend? And he told us that one of the strawberries, Japanese people like this one, and then foreigners like this one. So we're gonna try, and we don't know if this is politically correct, but this is a jabberry. Really intense smell. Smell your jabberry, or you can smell mine.
It is intense.
Yeah, it smells like candy.
I have one as well. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Now, being the American I am, I got 3 of them.
I only got one. Are they all about the same for you?
I'm getting the average flavor. You gotta have a couple to get the average flavor. Mm-hmm. And it's very kind of like what you would expect Smarties strawberry to taste like. Not like with all the sugar, but when you boiled it down to the basic candy taste of strawberry, that's what it would taste like. It's
Wait,
got kind
Smarties?
of Smarties, or like any kind of powdery, powder-based candy,
Okay.
like Smarties.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like a powderiness to it. I don't know why. All
And
right,
This is the gaijin berry.
gaijin berry.
Yeah. And
To wash the mouth out.
he said that this was, we need that shoga from the sushi shop.
Yeah.
He said that these were popular with foreigners because foreigners like sour flavors, and these are apparently a little more sour.
Got a darker smell.
Yeah, the smell isn't as strong.
Yeah. It's better.
You think so?
Yeah, and it is because of the sour. And I think that, as I was telling Eric earlier, like, I think that I've mistaken the sour taste of strawberries for sweet. And I've always thought that, oh, strawberries are really sweet, but they're actually sour. And I just didn't realize that.
There's certainly sweetness there.
Yeah.
Man, I straight up look like I've committed a crime of some sort. Like, this is no good. What I really want is I want the same style of farm for bananas. That would be amazing. Like different types of bananas, and you could eat as many bananas as you want. You think that's a good idea?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Yeah, strawberries are great. I've never eaten that many strawberries. And I ate more than Eric. Eric's stomach hurts.
Yeah, you know when you eat too many berries and like your stomach doesn't feel good? That's what's going on. Like it's really good and it's really fun, but like I got a limit, you know? Like if I eat too many berries, I'm gonna poop my pants.
I'll update you on whether that happens. That's a big boy.
So these campgrounds that we wanted to go to take showers, like they have shower facilities and we have money. You think you could arrange something here, it didn't work out. But the thing that's nice is all the 7-Elevens have restrooms that anybody can use, like public toilets. And this particular 7-Eleven has probably the cleanest restroom I've seen in my entire life. Like it's incredibly clean in there, which is strange because it's kind of in a beachy area where there's lots of tourists and there's lots of people going in and out. It's super busy. So it's like, why you would never expect to find a really clean bathroom. So anyway, the bathroom is really clean and part of my body has had a shower because of, you know, Japanese toilets. And in a 7-Eleven, you can also buy hard-boiled eggs. So I got me some hard-boiled eggs. A deuce.
After the strawberry picking, we've decided that we're going to try to go to another auto campground and see if we can get a shower. And I say that like we're going to do in the future, but we're actually at the campground now. It's called Wild Kids. And we kind of thought, this is just, that name just conjures up the fact that this isn't gonna work. We couldn't even, like, we started thinking it was an amusement park for kids, but it turns out it's just auto camping. This is auto camping. And we talked to, like, I guess the guy that's running the place right now, and we asked him if we could take a shower, and he said, are you staying here? And we told him no, and we thought it was gonna be the end there, and he was like, yeah, sure. And he came and he showed us the shower, and the shower looks really nice, and so we're gonna go hike around this area because I saw this amazing bridge. I hope that that worked out. We saw that amazing bridge, and so we're climbing up to it, and we're just gonna mess around and then take a shower after we've basically gotten all dirty and whatnot. Seems like a smart choice. But there's a possible shower in the future. Woohoo! Oh, is he there? Jump! I'd have to say that I think this place is pretty incredible. Like, there's a whole bunch of people camping over here and a whole bunch of people camping over there, but you're kind of climbing around in the trees between the two, and you can hear everyone talking and having a good time. It's a good sound. A sound that you don't hear, obviously, in Tokyo. It's a out and about sound. And I'm getting to enjoy this set of stairs, which slow-botting up this guy. My slow-bot's gotten a little bit quicker lately. I've been exercising, so I might have graduated to like medium bot or something like that. I don't know. Pretty good. Out of breath now. The view is amazing.
It is amazing.
Spin it around this way. And right here you've got Tiffany. Go around a little bit more. And that's the ocean. Maybe I didn't explain well enough, but we've just stumbled upon an adventure that ends with a possible shower. I don't know, this is pretty good. We're just climbing around in the woods in somebody's backyard that you don't know if you're supposed to be there.
Which is funny because before Katie came up to the top of the hill where I was standing on the bridge, there were some boys up there and they had some sticks and they were like hitting each other with the sticks and they kept saying adventure over and over in Japanese. So maybe she's got this nailed. Bolken. I don't think we're supposed to be here.
I think we're here though.
It's true. Wow, look at this.
Hold on, gotta get out of the... Wow! Oh, I love it. Good squiggly, scary trees. Sounds like the ocean. Are we at the ocean?
Yeah.
Wow. The scary adventure path led to this. Are we the luckiest people? I don't know. I guess just if you keep pushing, you're bound to end up somewhere magical. Let's go put our toes in the water.
It is cold.
Oh, okay.
We are not going swimming. It's
All
not
right.
gonna happen.
Do you want to eat these Oreos?
If I get a spoon?
Alright, so the camera's gonna fog up pretty soon, and I just wanted to update you that a shower is happening in this amazing little wooden sauna room and whatnot.
I talked to the guy, and like, I'm now second guessing, did I conjugate that verb wrong and maybe we're not supposed to be in here? But I don't know, maybe it's okay. It's really weird. We didn't pay them anything. He didn't want any money. I asked him, and here we are in the shower for free. I don't quite understand.
Alright, but we gotta get out of here before the shower gods come and take our shower away.
Man, so in that shower, I felt like I was like pulling like some Ocean's 11 heist stuff, you know? Like, what's going on? Like, why are we in here for free? But then when we left, like the dudes that ran the place were just standing there watching us walk out with our stuff, and they were just like bowing, and we said thank you, and I think it's totally legit. I think they're just really nice guys. So if you ever need a shower, or if you needed a place to camp, I would highly recommend this Wild Kids place in Chiba, because they're really, really nice people, and it's a pretty cool place.
We have found a very not on the map road and I'm enjoying it. So now we are off to what we're calling Tantan Town. Tantan men is a type of ramen that I really, really like, and I'll explain more about it when we're there if I actually know any more about it. And we're going to a place where many restaurants make Tantan men ramen. Tantan men. Yeah, not Tantan ramen. I can't say it properly.
Not Tantan noodles, raw noodles.
We are going to Tantan Town, all right?
Well, we came to Tantan Town, and the hours of the normal hours of the store indicate that it's open, but it's closed right now. And we're thinking probably because of Golden Week, and a lot of people close weird hours and stuff for like that holiday time. So now we're gonna see if we can find another place, but it's getting late.
I don't really know how to explain Tantan men, especially since what I got is different than what's in my head. So I'll explain what's in my head. Tantan men is my favorite cup noodle. It doesn't cup noodle doesn't make it, but it's like that kind of food. Many brands make Tantan men, and it usually has ground beef, and it's a little bit spicy, and it's a red sauce or a red soup. This is definitely a red soup, but everything else is different. There's onions all up in this, like so many onions. Never seen that before, and I assume this is more onions, because that would just go with the onions. The soup is extremely, extremely spicy, and ground beef. All right, things are starting to make sense now. It's pretty oily, and I'm gonna jump into the noodles here. Hot, hot, hot. The noodles are good, not overdone, just normal noodles. Epic hot, both in temperature and in spiciness. It's very, very, very hot.
Are you gonna finish that entire swimming pool?
I may or may not. I don't know. I'm really hungry, but it's really spicy, so we'll see how much I can get through.
There's a dude behind Katie that's having the same dish, and like sweat is just like pouring off of his face. So I don't know. So the way we found this place, our magazine recommended a few different places, but they all closed like right about 7 o'clock. And we had punched one in thinking, okay, we're gonna get there right when they're closing, maybe we'll get lucky. And on the way there, we saw this place, so we stopped and we ended up at this place instead. I basically got the same dish that Katie got, except that mine is tsukemen, and that means that the noodles are served separately from the broth, and the noodles are cold, and then you manually put them in there. And there's something about the cold noodles changes the way everything, like the experience is different. And lately I've really been enjoying tsukemen in general, but I don't know if I've ever even had tantan men, so this might be something new for me. So mine comes, like I said, separated, and I'm gonna give Katie the nori, and I'm gonna give her a bunch of moyashi because I know she wants it, but not all of it. And whoa, it's really oily. There's like a film on top of it. Yeah, so it looks like it's exactly the same as what she has. So I can just take my noodles from here, and then I can put them in here. It's spicy, it's not like... Okay. Yeah, it's pretty spicy. It's pretty spicy. And it's good though. I don't know if I'm that fond of something that's oily, but I'm glad I'm going to give it a go and see if I live.
If he can't live, there's no way I'm going to survive. I'm gonna put all this spice on top of like 100 strawberries. Check the forehead.
Not sweaty.
Not sweaty at all.
You powered through.
And I told myself, just submit to the heat. And I did. There's no more noodles left, it's just onions. I tried to get as much ground beef as I could. Oh my god, there was a noodle left. That was so embarrassing. Oh, I won't worry about that little guy. Anyways, yeah, it was definitely hot, but not as spicy as I feared. I feel actually pretty good. And I recently was told that you shouldn't drink water with spicy food, so I didn't drink any water and things are going pretty well. I want to drink the water, but I have to keep telling myself not to drink the water. But I survived.
I kind of felt like it was just eating burning. Like there wasn't a whole lot of flavor to this particular rendition, but we're kind of getting the feeling that this place maybe isn't like the best place in the world for this. So maybe we'll give it a try at a restaurant if we can find one that's like, looks like it's top notch. So we have found a slant, but I don't know if it's a killer slant. Is it a killer slant?
It's better than the last slant we had.
And it's, we are way out in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's pretty nice. I think nobody's gonna bother us tonight. And, I mean, nobody bothered us last night, but like, I don't think any cars are even gonna drive by. So, we're ready to go to a waterfall that I think we're gonna try to hit tomorrow.
It's not just one waterfall.
Oh, it's like many waterfalls. Yeah, of course. They come in many chunks. So we're like, I think we're at it. So when we wake up and it's sunlight, we can just go do it, and that'll be pretty cool. A side note, right now there's a full moon, and the full moon is like amazing looking right now. And our little like pocket held camera, I've just played with it for a couple minutes and got like some pretty amazing, you can take pictures of the moon with something that you carry in your pocket and like see detail on it. It's insane. So yeah, that was pretty fun. Anything to say?
Yeah. I always have stuff to say.
Yeah, no, tell me about it.
Make a video, please. Video, please. Video, please. Video. I'm ready to talk about stuff. I waved at him and he was like, I don't know what to do about this. I'm not supposed to do this over there. This is good driving.
I got that on camera.
Yeah,
The
great.
destination ahead.
Hey everyone, we have a Patreon page and we'd really like for you to check it out. It'll allow you to contribute to us and make these crazy adventures we've been going on continue and get even better. So we'd really love for you to follow the link and learn more about Patreon and us. Go for it. Let's adventure.